Hey, welcome back to the studio. Welcome back to the Funky Little Studio. My name's Thomas with the Funky Little Studio here in Oklahoma. Full-time reseller since 2022. My wife Rajeana and I have been doing this since 2022 because she quit her job because her Poshmark and stuff was really rocking and rolling. And then about 2 weeks later, I got laid off. You guys probably already heard this story. Anyway, that's how I became a full-time reseller. Used to do it way back in the day as a part-time thing. And kind of fell off the wagon. Wish I would have stuck with it all this time. Anyway, fast forward to 2022 and back at it full time. And this is my reseller challenge update. The November challenge that I had set for myself was to do 50 listings a week for the month of November. So there's 4 weeks in November. It's going to come up with 200 new listings, brand new listings. Not delete and sell similar and that kind of stuff. It's supposed to be brand new listings. And Lord, I have plenty of stuff to list. So a little bit of it was picked up here and there, but most of it was from basically like my death pile or overstock stuff that I'd never gotten around to listing. Sometimes it's not exciting and sometimes you forget about it, which is what happened on a couple of these bins. When we went on vacation, I just stabbed a bunch of stuff in bins. Most of it was logged in, but some of it wasn't. So I had to kind of dig and look and see what was listed and what wasn't. Anyway, long story short, I think we left off at week 2. Yes. So this is going to be my part 3 of this, which will take care of week 3 and week 4. So give you an update. Week 3, that was Thanksgiving week, if I'm not mistaken. And no, that was week 4, right? Yeah, week 4. So week 3, I completed. Did I already tell you week 3? No, I didn't. Maybe I did. Heck. Anyway, if I'm overdoing this, did I? I don't know. Let me look here. I may have already told you week 3. If I did, I'm going to tell you again. Week 3, I don't think I did. Week 3, out of the 50, I only got 33. If my math is correct, 33. I don't have any excuses. I'm not even going to make an excuse. But I only got 33. I will say that I had some up here that I'd kind of laid out. I don't know if some of them I created drafts, some of them I didn't. And when I got to, later in the week, I thought I was at 42, so I thought it was close. And then I thought I'll go ahead and finish this up. And then I started looking at it a little bit closer and saw there were several of these things that I hadn't listed. And some of them still aren't listed. One of them is listed and it's already sold. And it had been sitting in this tote for a year and a half or 2 years. It wasn't from the vacation. It was just something I totally forgot about. And it sold for $100. So $10, I took an offer. I had it listed higher than that, but $10 into $100, and it was a quick sale. I went ahead and took the first offer. Like, I just want to, it's been sitting there that long. I want to get it gone. It's a Polar brand heart rate watch, almost like a Garmin style watch, but all it does is heart rate, not GPS or anything. But I got stuff flying around in here. It sold for $100. I think I had it listed for $129 or $149. Dadgum. Hope there's not a ghost out here. That was a fender well for a Subaru. If you need a fender well flare for a Subaru, let me know. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. Yeah, there were some Prius parts and some stuff that I thought, I'll just knock this all out. Hang on, let me fix my phone. It's got me a memory thing here going. There we go. I want that to be. I hope that's not showing up. That's where I goofed up, but I thought I had done it and didn't. So I ended up with 33 on week 3. Okay, now week 4, which is Thanksgiving week. I did pretty good. And I gave myself one extra day, which would have been December 1, because we had the Thanksgiving holiday and I didn't list anything right in there. But and I think I may or may not be one shy, because there was this coffee cup that I thought hadn't been listed, and I started listing it. Come to find out, it was listed. I just don't recall I don't recall listing it because I think I thought I hadn't listed it because I was trying to come up with a price for it. But it's listed. It's a Fourth National Bank baseball coffee cup. I'll pop it up right here. I listed it for $38.88. I haven't found any comps. I think it was probably like a baseball promo, probably from the Tulsa Drillers or something like that. I don't know, but Fourth National Bank was a local Tulsa bank that did a lot of sports sponsorships and stuff, so it's listed. It's a kind of a Tulsa-centric thing. Anyway, week 4 turned out pretty good. I'm gonna say I got my 50. If not, it's 49. But I listed some great stuff that was in this bin over here. That was some stuff from like a year ago, over a year ago, that needed to be listed. And I think I threw in some other things here and there. My game plan was 200 new listings. I don't have a total number, obviously a little bit shy, but I'm happy with the results. It kept me focused. Now, yesterday I was booking it to get to my 50 because I was only at 35, so I had to do 15 listings yesterday evening. So I came out here in the garage because the lighting gets weird when the sun starts going down in the house where I've been doing it on the kitchen counter because it's a nice white kitchen counter. But this was my original setup here in the garage. It's a mess right now because after I get done filming this video, I'm going to put some of the stuff away and try to get organized because I want to list out here. And I can listen to music or YouTube videos over here to my left. I've got my bins. If I get my shit together, I can list it and put it in a bin and maybe even put a marking on the listing so I know what bin it's in. If not, I have a little cheat sheet that I use. Regina makes fun of me, but I don't make fun of her when she can't find a shirt because hers are not labeled at all. But I did get mine labeled and I've been working on this. I built this last fall. It's probably too tall. It's 5 tall. So it goes almost to the ceiling here in the garage, but it's on wheels. I can roll it around. That's what I wanted. I probably, if I had to do over again, probably only do 4 tall, and then I could set stuff up on top of it. But I kind of like it because it's got me a little bit of a divider going on right here. So if I pull these out, well, they're too heavy. If I pull these out, there's a backing with plywood, which is not part of the plans, but it was part of my plan. So it's kind of like a wall divider. So when I get this all orientated the way I want it, it'll be kind of like a little eBay cave with it'll still be a garage, but a little listing area, and then hopefully I can come up with a good way to rotate through these and fill in the bins. Right now, I'm just looking in bins and seeing if there's room, and I'll stab like these cookbooks that are here. These games, we're going to go somewhere else. There's a shelf over here behind you guys that I've got a stack of games. I need to go through those. I've been listing these and parting some of them out. Some of them are vintage. I need to do a video on that. It's not huge money, but it's kind of fun. It brings back a lot of memories. That's it. That's how it went. I don't know. Nobody's ever commented on how your fourth quarter's going. This was a fourth quarter challenge. I'm not going to do a challenge for December. I am going to keep listing and try to work on that. I'm trying to get some content out for you guys. I'm going to try to get Regina back on the channel and hope you guys like this kind of stuff. We're going to try to do just throwing stuff out there to see if it works. But I hadn't really done a challenge on video. I've done challenges before when her and I have came up with a challenge, like we're going to list so many per day or so many per week. She does it different. She likes to not do it per day and cram at the end of the week or whatever. I like to try to do so many per day. It just works better for me. If I get behind, then I'll try to catch up. But that's what I was doing last night, and I was about to give up. But I wanted to get my 50 done. 3 out of 4 weeks ain't bad, and that's how it works. You know, stuff happens. You get bored, or not get bored, but you get busy. You could get bored. I know part of my problem was watching football. I didn't want to list. I just wanted to sit there and watch football. It was cold and yucky here, gray. And I'm like, I just don't feel like listening. I'm going to sit here and watch the NFL or sit here and watch college football. But hope you guys are having a great holiday season. Hope your sales are strong. Let me know. How are your sales? We've had several good weeks in a row. We had some crappy ones like back in October. So we're glad it's finally picked back up. Hopefully the momentum keeps going. And we will see you on the next one. Check us out on our other videos. The What Sold Wednesday, Funky Finds Friday. Regina's got some hauls. Our van life features. We appreciate you guys watching. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you next one. Cheers. some bird feeding out here.